after takeoff Friday night. Board Chair Jennifer Homendy.
I can just see the outside of the door plug from the pictures. We can't see anything else, but we're going to go pick that up and make sure that we begin analyzing it.
Amazingly, no one was injured, but the door blew off with so much force it ripped open the fortified cockpit door.
Whoa.
The Pentagon has released new details about Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's hospitalization. Correspondent Cammie McCormick on a nearly week-long mystery.
Austin's medical procedure was on December 22nd, but he was readmitted to the hospital on January 1st after experiencing severe pain. Officials say he was in ICU for days due to medical needs and privacy concerns, and the delay in notifying the White House was partly due to his chief of staff being ill. Lawmakers want a more complete explanation for why they were kept in the dark. Austin is still hospitalized, but said to be performing his duties.
Congressional leaders have agreed on a spending deal to try and avoid a partial government shutdown this month. But UVA political analyst Larry Sabato isn't betting on full approval.
There are so many ways for this to fall apart. They've only really agreed on the overall number, which they actually agreed on last spring.
Well over a foot of snow fell in parts of the Northeast during the first big storm of the season. Karen Sullivan in Haverhill, Massachusetts is digging out from under 18 inches.
I was really enjoying this winter that wasn't. Don't like this at all.
Hey, it's winter. It's going to snow. Always snows in the winter.
A first at the Golden Globe Awards.
You don't want snow? Move the floor.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, Alabama, whichever one.
The only indigenous actor to ever win. The movie to beat at the Oscars could be the one about the atomic bomb.
Oppenheimer dominated the Golden Globes, winning 5 awards, including Best Drama, Best Actor for Cillian Murphy, Best Supporting Actor for Robert Downey Jr., Best Score, and Best Director for Christopher Nolan.
We bring people together and we try and get them to give them their best.
CBS's Danya Bacchus reporting. A woman in LA County was rescued 4 days after she swerved to avoid a deer and plunged 100 feet down an embankment off a road leading to Mount Baldwin.
The deer would have had to go.
Captain Ian Thrall.
No one saw her go over the side. No evidence of tire tracks or anything on the road or on the side of the road. She was very lucky that some hiker happened to come by and hear her.
This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
If you haven't switched to MediShare, you have 2 big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It just makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to MediShare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. MediShare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust MediShare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works. The members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they are very easy to talk to. MediShare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE. 877-26-BIBLE.
Police are looking into another alleged dust-up involving a Republican lawmaker from the West.
Representative Lauren Boebert is under active investigation related to an alleged incident in Colorado. That's according to authorities confirming to CBS News. The Republican is reportedly the subject of an investigation into an alleged physical altercation with her ex-husband, which the Daily Beast says occurred this weekend at a restaurant in her district.
Oh, wow.
In a statement to CBS News, the allegation circulated on social media that she punched Jason Boebert in the face, calling it a sad situation. In April, Boebert filed for divorce, which was finalized months later. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Party time in New Orleans. The countdown to Mardi Gras began over the weekend, marking the beginning of more than a month of parades, balls, and king cake. Dozens of people rang in the season in the French Quarter with a costume parade, celebrating the birthday of Joan of Arc. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast. You're the good fuck here, up there. Here, buck, everywhere, buck. You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt. On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. No. Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loan by the public bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee. Approved for a loan on prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Progressive presents Precious Metals.
Hey Jess, want to come for a ride on my motorcycle? No, we can talk about our feelings and explore our emotional compatibility.
I thought you'd never ask.
The exchange you just heard didn't actually happen, but it could. Bundle your home and other vehicles with Progressive and you can use the savings to make sure the motorcycle is always ready for your dream girl. So keep the thrill alive at the same time. Progressive Brokers usually features empty credits and features not in policies.
Is the voice of the conservative millennial and share the Ben Shapiro Show Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Can't wait weeks for your tax refund? Then don't. At Jackson Hewitt, get money today if you're approved for a no-fee refund advance loan on a prepaid card. Book today at jacksonhewitt.com. No-fee refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
This evening, tonight, and tomorrow morning, first alert weather day in effect because we'll have widespread rain that moves in late this afternoon, and all night there will be a band or a line of intense rain and thunderstorms that come through tonight and tomorrow morning. Within this line, winds and tornadoes are possible, especially in South Alabama. The wind will also pick up today. It will be very windy tonight, windy again tomorrow. The rain ends by noon with a dry mid-to pretty. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Secret for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. No major problems or accidents are being reported by the authorities that send you on an alternate route. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area already free. No problems on 231 south out of Kentucky. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. There's so much going on at Festival Plaza. Stop by World Finance, the River Region Ballet is there, and more. Festival Plaza, Taylor and Ball. All your Spanish development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Chaz, and welcome to WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Montgomery police arrested 2 people in Thursday's deadly shooting that happened in the parking lot of the Travel East Coast Parkway. 19-year-old Maisha Townsend and 23-year-old David Waters are charged with capital murder. Police say this was a deadly domestic dispute. The victim is 21-year-old Larry Bright Jr. Classes and extracurricular activities that you follow city schools are canceled today after the shooting death of a 15-year-old student. The identity of that student hasn't been released. Next Monday marks what would have been Martin Luther King Jr.'s 95th birthday, and the city of Montgomery, where he once lived and preached, is gearing up to celebrate. There will be several events in honor of MLK this year, including a town hall, an oratorical contest, and a parade. That parade will be Monday, January 15th at 10 a.m. in downtown Montgomery. I'm Chaz Williams with your morning headlines.
Hey, Tim, let me tell you about how to bring in those big deer.
Randy, I know how to attract the big bucks.
Ah, very fun. At Travel Farm Center, we've been helping hunters be successful for over 35 years.
We have the products, supplies, and knowledge you need to get those big bucks.
That's right, Tammy. We don't believe in gimmicks or magic seed. We just believe in sound planting practices that work.
So come see us today at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville.
Now that we're done talking about those big bucks, how about those cute does?
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA FSA eligible, so Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Good morning, Alabama. How'd you sleep last night?
Hey folks, this is Cody and Kevin inviting you to shop with us during our free inventory sale. $400 off the homegrown collection. Nice queen mattress, $4.99. 20% off select floor models. King size mattress for $5.99. We'd rather sell it than count it. Deal store wide plus interest-free financing.
Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep.
Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak and Moore. Come shop the best furniture store in the River region.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet at American Oak and More.
Handmade solid wood furniture at factory direct prices.
Up to 70% off every day.
How can we sell so cheap?
Because we are a direct outlet for the factory.
We have over 2,500 items in stock available for immediate pickup or have it delivered.
Bedroom sets, tables and chairs, occasional tables, consoles, pantries, bar stools. If it's rustic, we got you covered.
Come shop the best furniture store in the River region.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet at American Oak and More.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine once again. For it is once again, one more time, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. A word, that's how we get the day started up here. You know, we got to do the right thing. And the right thing is to give you a word from on high, a word from the Lord. And today is no exception. It is January the 8th. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Willing Savior. Our scripture insight today comes from Romans 5, 6 through 8. Romans 5 and 8 says, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is January the 8th, 2024. It is a day like all the other days of old that has never been. And once it's gone, it will never, ever come again. It's a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. But more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, January the 8th, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you're proud of what you have done this day. Now, if you've been around a while, like I have, and a lot of folks have, and we've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the mercy, the grace, and the charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, whatever we do what you can, while you can, for as long as you can, and reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever, ever give up. Because quitters will never win. And while winners sometimes lose a thing or two, again, we all do, they never give up. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. Don't you ever quit. Because quitters never win. And winners, oh, they may lose a thing or two, but they never quit. They never give up. Sometimes when it rains, that's God smiling down on you, tell you, I can't handle what? Yeah. Uh-huh. Willing Savior. And no matter what happens today, it is a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. We'll be back.
Hello, my name is Sochil Dixon. I'm sharing a story of sacrificial heroism in today's encouragement from our daily bread, Willing Savior. While driving late at night, Nicholas saw a house on fire. He parked in the driveway, rushed into the burning home, and led 4 children to safety. When the teenage babysitter realized one of the siblings was still inside, she told Nicholas. Without hesitation, he re-entered the inferno. Trapped on the second floor with a 6-year-old girl, Nicholas broke a window. He jumped to safety with a child in his arms, just as emergency teams arrived at the scene. Choosing concern for others over himself, he rescued all the children. Nicholas demonstrated heroism by his willingness to sacrifice his safety for the sake of others. This powerful act of love reflects the kind of sacrificial love shown by another willing rescuer who gave his life to deliver us from sin and death, Jesus. Romans chapter 5, verse 6 reads, you see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. The Apostle Paul emphasized that Jesus, fully God in the flesh and fully man, chose to lay his life down and pay the price for our sins, a price we could never pay on our own. Saying in verse 8, God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. As we thank and trust Jesus, our willing Savior, he can empower us to love others sacrificially with our words and actions. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Romans chapter 5, verses 6 to 8. You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person, though for a good person, someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, thanks for giving us everything out of the generosity of your endless love for us, including your life on the cross. Please help us love others as selflessly as you love us. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Time to rise and shine, people. That's right, PT today, PT today. We got to do it. all the way, and be rough and tough, airborne every day. We run to the sun, no sweat, not it. Down in the mess hall on my knee. Time to get up, rise and shine. Somebody tell the cooks in the mess hall, let's get that beans and grits going. Get some of that SOS. Let's get it rolling. Yeah, and the meat was bad. I could smell that SOS. Ready to eat, ready to eat. Come on now. You darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough air. Born. All the way. When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, knees and everything, like I was. Around here, I want to do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight. That's right. I belong to the fraternity of the 82nd Airborne, baby. I don't know about sci-fi, whatever that stuff is, and PQ and KA and all that stuff. Well, the big A is airborne, baby. Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light lead with a cheering blow. That's right, baby. All right. We got hazed, all right. Coming out about 141, baby. Airborne all the way, driving on. That's a C-141.
Oh, here we go. All the way. Gotta be
rough and tough. Airborne. All right, somebody get surveyed first. I'm coming outside. Trying to do some PT this morning. It's Monday morning. Let's get to work. Get it on. There we go. Hard work, hard work. Get it, Sergeant Smith. Get it, baby. Get it. Mm-hmm. Say it. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh, yeah. I get up about 2:45. Oh, yeah. And earn my pay. And go to work. Come on. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on now. Let's get it, get it, get it. And earn my pay. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Let's go to work. Work. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my legs getting tired. Oh, yes. Woo. Hard work, work. I head in the rock. Come on. That's what they say. Hard work. I'm earning my pay. Come on. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Get it. Hey, move it up in the back. Move it up in the back. You're kind of slacking back there. Hey, Sergeant Major, you ain't quit yet. Morning rain. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on. Woo! Nothing like hard work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Sit them on down. Oh, yeah. Hard work and the mission is go. Oh, yeah. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on. Woo! Oh, no. Woo! It gets hard out here sometimes. It gets rough, but I don't quit, baby. I keep moving. I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. Woo! All right, now let's pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Haven't figured out what to do yet, but they're getting the check, so I guess they're doing something. And say good morning to Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town. This ain't Fort Benning or Fort Moore, whatever they call it now. It'll always be Fort Benning to me right here, baby. Right here. Fort Benning. Home of the airborne. Well, home of the airborne school, anyway. And again, good morning, Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. It's time to rise and shine. I know the Air Force don't get up till about 8 o'clock, but you know, time for a change. I don't know what curmudgeon's going to do now that they're out there practicing at the Whitewater place out there. The Olympic people are. So, hey, maybe Montgomery had something going on after all. Can't listen to people like him. We still be coming here talking about what happened in slavery days. It was a bad thing. That's true. But it wasn't the only thing. Come on now. Their motto is Semper Fidelis. But they couldn't pronounce that. Not all the Marines anyway. So they just cut it short and they called it Semper Fi. Well, whether Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Hurrah, Marine. Good morning, Jarheads. But you're still legs, most of you. I'm just saying. The Army is the headquarters for the airborne, baby. Oh yeah. Hurrah. Oh yeah. Oh, no, that doesn't wake you up. Check the mirror. Check the mirror. Make sure you still got breath coming out of your body. Because if you're not alive after all that, there's some question to whether or not you're alive. Listen to that mirror. All right, I got a question before I go to a break. Come back to my audio piece this morning. I got a question to ask you guys this morning. Let's say you're going down the road. Okay, you're going down the road, minding your own business, and all of a sudden, a deer, you're going like 70 miles an hour. And a deer is running across the road. Now you got two choices. You can hit the deer and keep moving, or you could swerve and go down the mountain. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, let me tell you what I'm doing. At that moment, I'm calling the house and listen, get the grill out. We are having barbecue deer. Okay. I'm just saying. I heard about a lady this morning. She swerved and went down the mountain, sat there for a week trying to miss a deer. So the deer is gone and she's on the side of a mountain. Okay, that's an easy choice. Barbecue deer or barbecue you. It depends on what you're talking about. I'm sorry. There's not a deer in the world worth that much. Hit that son of a gun and keep on moving. Unless he tears up your car, then, well, call a AAA or somebody and get the car towed. But see, that's easy for me. Pick up the phone, call the folks, ask your neighbor, can you borrow his grill because you finna bring some deer home. Anyway, so got enough of that. I just thought I'd put that up. I put that in your face this morning. So I'll ask that question later on and when I can actually get some answers to it. But I already figured what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the deer. Absolutely. Yes, I'm gonna hit that son of a gun. But anyway, I hate to do it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like that's something I'd want to do. It is just that it is something I'm going to have to do. But when it comes to me, whichever one it is at that particular time, somebody Somebody got to go, and I'm going to try to make sure it is not I. Okay, so just remember that. Just remember. So when you have that problem and you're going down the road, Montgomery, someplace like that in the country, and there's a deer in the road, I want you to think of survival first and barbecue second, and getting your car fixed third. Okay, so hit the deer. Now cow, I don't know about. But a deer, the cow moves slow. Okay, he just kind of like sprint out there in front of me. Okay, now, I've never had one. I'll let you know if it happens to me. But one thing about it, you won't hear about me going off on the side of the road because of it. You may hear about my car getting messed up, maybe my deploying my bag or something like that. But we're gonna have barbecue deer that day. I'm just telling you. Well, gotta take a break. And we'll come back with an audio presentation of today, and its name is When Life Breaks You Down. What do you do?
Weather forecast. Sponsored by Johnson Tax Machine. Home of the money today guarantee. Can't wait weeks for your tax refund? Then don't. At Jackson Hewitt, your money today is zero payment for a no-fee refund advance loan on a premium car. Look today at jacksonhewitt.com. No-fee refund advance offers only with parents. Application required. Please know your public bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
This evening, tonight, and tomorrow morning, first alert weather day in effect because we'll have widespread rain that moves in this afternoon and all night moving from band or a line of intense rain and thunderstorms that can see tonight and tomorrow morning within this line. Winds and tornadoes are possible, especially in South Alabama. The wind will also pick up today. It will be very windy tonight, windy again tomorrow. The wind comes by noon and dry Wednesday and Thursday. Experts forecast, I'm meteorologist Tyler Huey for News Radio 424.
Montgomery's Car Watch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
No major problems or accidents were recently reported by the authorities in City on an alternate route. Interstate 6 moving into the Tri-County area already break. No problems on 231 southbound in Kentucky. You'll keep you posted. There's so much going on at Festival Plaza. Start by World Finance. You'll be reaching Ballet Fair and more. Festival Plaza, pay your way. Colliers managed development. That's what operates the law from the Montgomery Skywatch traffic major delay.
The best e-sport of the year has been crowned, according to the Game Awards at least. This year, the award organization named Valorant to be the 2023 esports game of the year. This award isn't very surprising as the level of competition for Valorant is miles ahead of their competitors. With Valorant being more popular than ever, the future couldn't be brighter for this esport. Where do you hope to see Valorant go in 2024?
Are you wonderful? Corporate pumps are used for municipal sewers and potable and maintenance in Florida. Family comfort heat systems can endanger the cleanliness, quality environment, and the expensive security. So know the warning signs. your yard, floor draining fluid for drains, bubbling sounds in drains, and sewage odor. You can prevent your system from failing by having a tank pump every 3 to 5 years. Keep a separate container for grease and dispose of it properly. Use detergents low in phosphate and spread laundry loads over several days to not overload the system with too much water. You need a permit before installing a new system or before repairing an existing one. Your local health department has a copy of the septic tank system permit that indicates the location of your system and the size of the tank.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris, encouraging you to take the Purple Pledge and support the 47 million people worldwide who are living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementia.
The number of Americans living with Alzheimer's is growing at an alarming rate. 10% of people over the age of 65 have the disease, and 2/3 of them are women. New research is making it possible to detect Alzheimer's disease and providing an accurate diagnosis earlier than ever before. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
Okay, it's Monday morning, and on Mondays I try to give you guys a little audio piece here, something to motivate you, get you going, and stuff like that. And today is no exception, because sometimes we need to hear the words of others. We need to know that other people go through the same things we all go through. And that sometimes it gets awful lonely out there that island. Sometimes it gets awfully lonely on that island out there. So every Monday and Friday we play an audio piece so people would know that they're not the only people that are going through what you're going through. Everybody goes through something. Some go through more than others, some less than others. But everybody goes through something. Everybody does. So today is no exception. So this is something that'll help you hopefully get through some of your rough times of life. We'll be back.
When I was a kid and I grew up in this community, I saw everything by the time I was a senior in high school. I saw murder, I saw people get robbed, I saw people get stabbed, I saw drugs being sold, I saw people use them. That's why I never touched any of them.
I went to make a tackle that changed my life forever. And I don't regret it one bit. If I could change it, I would. And I almost lost my life right here on this field. Landing on the line for my teammates. So when I say born for life, that means something totally different to me.
Now, first and foremost, I can't express my gratitude enough. You know, it's an extreme honor and privilege to be on the stage before you all. I kind of look at every speaking opportunity kind of like an assignment, you know, because this is something that I didn't plan to do. As a matter of fact, had no interest in it. But about 10 years ago, I was in a position in my life to where I was a projected first-round draft pick. I've been playing a game of football since I was 7 years old, and I was watching film one day in the University of Tennessee's football complex. And as I'm watching film on the California Bears, my defensive backs coach, a guy by the name of Larry Slade, he comes into the room and he says, "Inky, I got some great news for you." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Man, can you believe your projected first-round draft pick? Automatic multimillionaire. I got your paperwork back. I got your grade back from the NFL. The only thing you have to do is play football." I said, "The only thing I got to do is play football." He said, "The only thing you have to do is play football." I drop the clicker, I get up, I run out of the room, I get my phone out, I call my mother and my grandmother, I get them on a three-way, and I said, "Listen," I said, "after this season, we would never struggle again." I said, "We would never miss another meal. We would never have to stand on the curb at Christmas and you all stand behind us and tell us you all just be grateful because we got robbed on Christmas Eve for the one pair of Nike shoes that I did have." I said, "We will never miss another meal again because I grew up inner city Atlanta in a 2-bedroom home. There was 14 of us living there, and I used to sleep on the floor with roaches and rats, and I didn't sleep in a bed by myself until I went on my official visit to the University of Tennessee, and guys didn't understand why I didn't want to go out."
And so you have a host when you go to college visits, and my host came up and he said, Inky, we're gonna have a big time. And I said, what is it? He said, man, we're gonna go to a sorority party and we're gonna go to a basketball game. And I said, man, if you don't mind, can you please take me to the Marriott? He said, yeah, I'll take you. You wanna go get changed? I said, yeah, can you take me to the Marriott? We pull up to the Marriott, I'm getting out of the car, and he says to me, he said, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. He said, are you sick? I said, no, I'm not sick. He said, you want to stay in the Marriott? He said, man, listen, I don't know if you've ever been to a college sorority party, but I think you need to go. It gets pretty wild. I said, no, I have no interest. I said, see, what you don't understand, this is my first time sleeping in a bed by myself, and it's a king size at that. So I don't care about a sorority party. And I get up in that room and I call all of my cousins and my boys back in Kirkwood. That was my neighborhood back in Atlanta. And I said, man, you guys got to go to college. All right? They said, Inky, we don't know about that college. I said, yeah, you get your own king-size bed. I thought, that was the route. But anyway, I start my junior season. I'm a highly touted NFL recruit. And I go out my first game, have a great game, interception, big hit. Everything is off to a great start. We get in the second game. We're playing against Air Force. Gets late in the game, about 2 minutes left in the game. And anybody that's ever watched a game of football, when you get 2 minutes left in the game is practically over unless you're playing against Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, right? And so the quarterback drops back, releases the ball down my sideline. The guy catches it. I go to hit him. And as soon as I hit him, it seemed as if every breath in my body left. My body went completely limp, stiffed up. I fall to the ground. As soon as I hit the ground, I blacked out. Never happened to me before. My eyes open, my teammates run over to me, they said, Ink, get up, let's rock, let's go, man. I said, I can't. They said, what do you mean you can't? You always get up, we need you. I said, I know, man, but I can't move. They said, what do you mean you can't move? I said, there's a shock going from my neck to my toes. I can't feel anything. The shock eventually left. It stayed in my right arm and hand, and the doctor came out and they put me on the spine board. And as they were rolling me off the field, we get to the ambulance, and my father is standing beside the ambulance. And I'm the type of person, I believe there's some good in every situation that we face. I believe if you train your mind to see the good in the situations that you don't like, that brings you discomfort, that brings you a certain level of opposition, I believe if you train your mind to see the good in it, it's easy to extract it. And so I say to my father as I'm lying on the spine board, I said, Pops, I got it, right? And he looked back at me, he said, yeah, you laid a nice lick on him, but I think you got the worst part of this. And they put me in the ambulance, they said, we're gonna take you over to the hospital, run a couple tests, we'll bring you out, we'll tell you what's up. They take me in, they run the test, they bring me back into the room, and when they bring me back into the room, my mother comes in, she kisses me, she prays for me, and she says, son, you will be fine. And as she's going to walk out of the room, the doctor came in running from the opposite side, but as he was running, he was screaming. And he was running, he was screaming, he was saying, guys, get in here. We got to rush this kid back to emergency surgery. He's about to die. I said, die? I said, my mom just said, okay, you said die. There's no in between. He said, yeah, I hate to tell you, but you ruptured a subclavian artery in your chest. You're bleeding internally. We got to rush you back, take the main vein out of your left leg, plug it into your chest in order to save your life. And the next morning when I woke up, my perspective had completely changed. I didn't think about if I was going to play Alabama the third Saturday in October. I didn't think about if I was going to play Florida the next week. Instead, with the situation, it was a heavy level of conviction attached to it. Even though people were coming in to check and see how I was doing, I was thinking about my legacy and I was thinking about my life in a manner of such, when people speak about you one day, well, the only thing they say about you is, man, that guy was an amazing athlete. But I thought about my life and I said, is this the only thing that people will talk about you? Football? Like, well, the only thing they say is, man, that guy, I remember he was 165 pounds. He bench pressed 325 pounds. I remember when he ran a 4.38 in a 40-yard dash. Or will my life have something of substance and value attached to it? Will I just be this efficient but not effective individual? I did things right, but I never did the right thing. Like, will my life have something of substance and value that when people can see me and they can point to me, it makes them want to raise the standard of excellence in everything that they do and everything they're connected to and everything that they're part of? Or will people just say, man, this guy was a great jock, he was a great athlete? And when I got out of that hospital, I thought I was driven when I played sports. I thought I was dedicated and committed when I played sports. But there's a quote that says, when do a person start to really live? When a person has faced death. And I came in contact with death, but I beat it and I conquered it and I survived. And I felt as if somebody pulled the shades up on my life and they said, now you see life for what it's really worth. My perspective had totally changed. And I went to rehab for my arm for 2 years, 7 days a week, straight. And they would order me different machines. They would give me an arm skateboard. They would give me different things that I could breathe in because they cut me 6 times down my left thigh. They cut me 1 time across the left side of my neck, 1 time across the right side of my neck, twice through my right ribs. They cut out my right pec. They put 350 staples in my body and they bandaged me from my neck to my knees. I had to learn how to walk again. I went from bench pressing 325 pounds, jumping a 40-inch vertical, to now my roommates had to help me take a bath because there were certain incisions that I couldn't get wet. And I went to rehab for 2 years, and the doctors, at the end of every visit, I would step up and I would say, man, is there anything that you could tell me? Like, can you give me anything? Are you seeing anything? Any nerves regenerating? Are you feeling anything? Can you tell me something? And the only thing they would say at every visit, come back tomorrow, for 2 years. And so one of my last visits, I got up off the table. I'm a pretty positive guy, speak life. You know, I believe in looking at situations with the right perspective. And I jumped up off the table and I said to the doctor, I said, man, are you seeing anything? Can you give me any good news? And he said to me as he dropped his head, he said, Ink, you probably will never be able to use that arm or hand again for the rest of your life. And I responded to him and I said, physically. And he said, physically, that's interesting. I said, yeah, physically. I said, physically, you know, I can't punch anybody with my right. I got a mean left, right? I got a mean left hook. And when the doctor looked at me and I said, physically, I said, I can't do some of the things that I wanted. I can't throw my kid up like I wanted to in the pool. Like some of the things I can't do. I said, but I could use this arm every day for the rest of my life by the way that I live my life, because I would never let a circumstance or a situation define my life. Adversity is adversity. And the reason I love adversity is because you don't judge a person's character by where they stand when everything is all good. Everybody can stand up and do good when everything is all good. Everybody can smile when it's sunshine. Everybody can do right when everything is going right. Everybody can do that. But everybody can't face opposition, adversity, and challenges and say, I've been waiting on you to come. I'm going to embrace you, and I'm going to figure out a way to use you, because you would never turn me into a different person. You would never make me a person that people don't recognize before the adversity. You ever seen a person that faced something and you don't even recognize them? Like the thing I've learned about life, like everybody is in different businesses, you know, per se, but at the end of the day, we're all in the people's business. And what I mean by that is every day we have a chance to impact somebody's life. Right? And I firmly believe with the things we're part of and the things we do, we all have to have a purpose that's a lot greater than ourselves. So when we hit things that we don't understand and that brings us a certain level of discomfort and that hurts us and we just can't pull the grips on it, when we have to encounter things like that, we have to step back and we have to figure out, how can I use it? And a lot of times as people, like naturally people are selfish, right? And what I mean by that is they approach situations and they say, what can I extract from this situation and how can it benefit me? But the moment an individual shifts their perspective and shift their mentality and shift their attitude from me to we, that is the moment an individual becomes literally dangerous. Because now an individual is attached to purpose and mission. And when you have an individual that's attached to purpose and mission, it's not too many things that's going to stop them. You see, my football career ended, but my reason for why I lived my life, it never did. I just had a paralyzed right arm and hand. My mentality wasn't paralyzed. My spirit wasn't paralyzed. My drive wasn't paralyzed. My dedication wasn't, my commitment wasn't, I was the same man. I just had an extra boost of energy for why I lived my life. I wear this as a badge of honor. Every single day, the adversity, the opposition that life sent to break me, I wear it as a badge of honor because I understand every day of my life, I represent something. It's just like every individual in this room, every company, every brand. When people see you, they think something. When we've all seen those people, we see them coming, we're like, oh, here come this crowd, baby. You know, they're whining about something. And then we've all seen those people where we say, man, where you been, brother? I've been needing to see you, man. How can we be those type of people in our companies and our families and the things that we're connected to? How can we be those people that's a breath of fresh air, man? How can we be those people that live life with passion and compassion? How can we be those people when we ask people questions, we don't just listen with the intent to reply, but we actually listen with the intent to understand? How can we be those people that understand everybody that comes across our path, they come across our path for a reason? And so when we approach them, we listen, and we share a little bit of love, and we want to leave them a little bit different. Every single day I wake up, the only thing I need is a breath of fresh air. That's it.
I don't need a reward. I don't need a product. I don't need, and the only thing I need is breath in my body. And every single day, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna live life for the right reason, and I'm gonna live life for the right way. I'm gonna live life with passion, with love and compassion. Because when I almost lost my life, that shade went up, and it made me realize what life was really about. And at the end of the day, I think we all know it's not about anything superficial or materialistic. So as I leave you today, I have to pose the question: why do you really do what you do, and where does it take you? Like, what's the GPS that's on the end of our decisions and our choices? Like, where's it really taking us? Because at the end of the day in life, it's only two things that matter. And it's not about the biggest car, it's not about the biggest house, it's not about the bank account. It's only two things that matter. It's about who we become in life, it's about what we give back to life. And I don't know about you, but every single day I'm blessed to be above ground. I'm gonna make my time count, and I'm gonna give something valuable back to life. Please don't be the people in this world that become a public success, but they're private failures.
A public success and a private failure. Wow, that was something. That's Inky Johnson, who used to play with the Tennessee Volunteers. Went to make a play one time on the football field, and next thing you know, he was in hospital, almost dead. Lost his use of his arm, and rather than being an invalid, and rather than being someone who could sit there and say, "Hey, life dealt me a bad blow," he did something. He said, when life gives you tough circumstances, you use the circumstances for your good. And it's easy to say. It's true. It's real easy to say those things. But everybody I bring to you on Mondays and Fridays is somebody who's been through adversity, and I didn't say diversity. I said adversity in their lives. And so when things are not going your way, and often that is the case, find another way. Okay. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 14.4. I hope you got something out of that. These are not fictitious stories. These are not stories that people make up just to sound important. These are everybody that I bring you is somebody who's actually went through the thing that they're telling you. You can either give up or get up. The choice is yours. Good morning to you. It is time for the lessons of life and the word of the day. And the word of the day is ENVY. ENVY. That word is pronounced envy. What is envy? A feeling of discontentment or resentfulness, longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or otherwise known as quote unquote luck. Okay. Kevin felt somewhat envious because his brother got a brand new Corvette. And I'm envious because I really want that Corvette, but I haven't done what it takes to get that Corvette. So therefore, I'm envious. Okay. Now, what is the lesson of life today? It is a great day, first of all, to be alive. Envy consumes itself, and if you give it a foothold in your life, it will take you with it. So I thought these were two good things today. Envy. Don't be envious of other people. There are people a lot taller than I am, a lot smarter than me. The only way for me to fix that is become just as smart as they are. Of course, I probably won't get any more taller than what I am. But who knows? You never can tell. One day you may drink something that shoots right up. Anyway, don't be envious of things that other people have. Make people envious of you. Okay, that's right. And that is the word, that is the lesson of life this morning. Envy. It consumes the vessel that it is in. On this day, on January the 8th, 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson, in his State of Union address, declared an unconditional war on poverty. Poverty won. Actually, poverty didn't really win. Most of us not impoverished. 1815, the last major engagement of war, 1812, came to an end as U.S. forces defeated Britain at the Battle of New Orleans, not having received the word of the signing of a peace treaty. In 1867, the U.S. House of Representatives joined the Senate and overriding President Andrew Johnson vetoed the District of Columbia's suffrage bill, giving black men in the nation's capital the right to vote. The African National Congress in 1912 was founded in South Africa. In 1918, President Woodrow Wilson outlined his 14 points for lasting peace after World War I. Mississippi became the first state to ratify the 18th Amendment to the Constitution, which established prohibition. Can't have no slaves? You ain't getting no whiskey. Okay then, right on. 1935, rock and roll legend Elvis Presley was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. In 1982, American Telephone and Telegraph, otherwise known as AT&T, settled the Justice Department's antitrust suit against it, agreeing to divest itself in 22 Bell System companies. 1994 was the year. Tanya Harding won the Ladies U.S. Figure Skating Championship in Detroit a day after Nancy Kerrigan dropped out because of the clubbing attack. She had injured her right knee. The U.S. Figure Skating Association later stripped Harding of the title. In 1998, Rami Youssef, the mastermind of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, was sentenced in New York to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In 2008, Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton powered to a victory in New Hampshire's 2008 Democratic primary in a startling upset, defeating Senator Barack Obama and resurrecting her bid for the White House. Senator John McCain defeated his Republican rivals to move back into contention for the GOP nomination. In 2011, U.S. Representative Gabrielle Giffords, a Democrat from Arizona, was shot and critically wounded when a gunman opened fire and the Congresswoman met with constituents in Tucson, Arizona. 6 people were killed, 12 others were injured. The gunman, Jared Lee Lawler, was sentenced in November 2012 to 7 consecutive life sentences plus 140 years. So I guess, if somehow you figure how to get around these life sentences, we're going to add another 140 years to that. So we're going to make sure that you never see, you only walking in concrete for the rest of your life. Okay, I guess that's what you did. Joaquim El Chapo Guzman, the world's most wanted drug lord, was captured for a third time in a daring raid by Mexican Marines 6 months after walking through a tunnel to freedom from the maximum security prison. And in 2018, Alabama beat Georgia in overtime 26-23 to claim the college football playoff national championship after freshman quarterback Tua Tagovailoa he's from Samoa. Came off the bench to spark a comeback. I've been pronouncing that name all last night because they were playing somebody and they lost, but Tua's still my man. Tagovailoa. Never mind. I got to go back to Hawaii and learn how to pronounce that. Anyway, I don't have any time for anything else. Got to go. Okay, I'm going to remember how to do that name. Okay, one of these days I'm how to say that name. Okay. To guy. Okay, somebody call it brother. Tell me how to pronounce that name. Not right back. When it comes back, I'll take some hints from that. Because I was pronouncing that name all last night while they were playing. You're still my main man. Okay. Tua. Tagovailoa. Tua. Never mind. I just stick to my own name. We'll be back.
Radio 1440.
Next Monday marks what would have been Martin Luther King Jr.'s 95th birthday, and some of my live and free. Here's what to celebrate. It'll be 75th in honor of MLK Jr. The parade will be Monday, January Williams, or
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, a Curious media station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A big clue turns up after a door blew off an Alaska Airlines flight after it took off from Portland, Oregon Friday night. A door plug in the backyard of a school teacher. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
It's a 63-pound piece of the airplane that has been in 737s preceding the MAX for nearly 2 decades.
No one was injured, but the force was so explosive it ripped open the cockpit door. Travel editor Peter Greenberg.
You can expect that the investigation will go beyond just the planes that have been grounded and go back to the assembly line of Boeing and see if there was something systemic that happened during the assembly line that may be applying to other airplanes.
Turns out the Defense Department had a secret. It didn't say a word for days about Secretary Lloyd Austin's hospitalization in the ICU at Walter Reed. Correspondent Weijia Jiang.
In a statement, Austin said, "I take full responsibility for my decisions about disclosure," and he committed to doing better. Members of both parties have expressed concerns about the lack of transparency.
Austin is still hospitalized. There's no word on the specific medical procedure he underwent or the complications. It's been a week since the deadly earthquake in Japan.
After a difficult start, the rescue effort in Western Japan is now delivering aid to most of the victims. That includes 30,000 people who were left homeless. Now, though, the worry is heavy snow that could cause landslides as crews continue to look for more than 100 people still feared buried in the ruins. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, Tokyo.
Parts of the Northeast are buried under more than a foot of new snow.
Pretty nuts having this much snow. Very sudden. We didn't get like any gradual snowstorms, something like that.
The Batman's been digging out in Haverhill, Massachusetts, and bracing for what's to come. A new system's moving up from the southwest. It's expected to slam the Northeast tomorrow night. Oppenheimer, the big winner at last night's Golden Globe Awards on CBS. It picked up 5 prizes, including Best Drama and Best Actor for Cillian Murphy.
I knew the first time that I walked on Everton on the set that it was different. I could tell by the level of rigor, the level of focus, the level of dedication.
Barbie took Best Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. Star and producer Margot Robbie.
It's for you. We made it for you, and we made it with love, and we keep it 11 points.
College football will crown a champion tonight. Number 1, Michigan takes on number 2, Washington in Houston. Huskies coach Kalen DeBoer.
These guys are on a mission, and we know that a big part of the mission is being in that moment. So we're ready for the next one.
Dow futures down 161 as Boeing shares fall. This is CBS News.
And think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. With the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. If you haven't switched to Medishare, you know, 2 big reasons to consider it. It makes so much it makes sense to do it, but what I actually say, you can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medishare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in. And that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They need to know to access it. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works. The members love it. It's double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. And now's a great time to consider making the switch. They are very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE. 877-26-BIBLE.
A soft rock star dealing with a serious health issue. Michael Bolton says he's recovering from a brain tumor. 70-year-old musician told fans on Facebook he discovered it just before the holidays and required immediate surgery. It was successful, and Bolton thanked his medical team. But he says he'll be out of commission for a while, so touring is off the table. He's set to play shows in California early next month and a few others around the U.S., Canada, and Switzerland in May. No word yet if they'll be rescheduled. Politics, CBS News. Pope Francis has weighed in on surrogate motherhood, and he is not in favor. In a policy address today, he called the practice despicable. commercialization of pregnancy from threats to peace, human dignity. Deborah Rodriguez, CPS News.
Battle. You need to prepare for the worst. Protect your home, protect your family, and protect your investment. It's time to reach out to the Oxford Gold Group. And
That's the you can do it for you.
401k or buy gold for the first time. Call 833-995-GOLD or visit JesseKellyGold.com. That's JesseKellyGold.com.
It's your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking nutrients can help itching, scratching, and a weaker immune system. However, here's a solution. DINOVITE, Dinovite. It's one of brand total of 3 weeks. Dog stop itching and hair stop falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Learn more at dinovite.com/audio. That's helping with Dinovite.
Summer's is come and gone, and cooler weather is here. Now is a great time to update your exterior living space and lock in a bit of warmth during these cold months. That's right, not only do we have shades that can help cool your patio, but we have shades that can help keep your patio warm as well. Better designs and just blinds and help select just the right look and feel for your space. Schedule an estimate or stop by our showroom in Travel and let our designers walk you through the very latest and beautiful and affordable options. Get started by visiting GoJustBlinds.com.
Smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Good morning. I was out there prognosticating or whatever I was doing. Anyway, first of all, before we get into any conversation that's somewhat serious this morning, let's have a serious talk about something that if we're not involved with it ourselves, there's somebody that we know that knows somebody that is. And that talk is about a killer, and its name, of course, is fentanyl. And did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died back in 2021 from drug overdoses? It is time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real, and so is recovery. So if you are a family member or even a friend of suffering from substance use disorder, please call the Council on Substance Abuse, or COSA, right now. And that number is 334-262-1629, 334-262-1629, or go to COSANCADD.org. COSA, COSANCADD.org. Okay, get some help. Let us help you today. That's COSA, 334-262-1629, and get the help you need today. Because not only does it affect you, it affects all of those that are around you. So get some help. Okay. Anyway, our number here 860-1440. Before we get into anything, Wednesday, we're gonna have a little. It's gonna be a monthly segment of the show. I had to figure out what they're gonna call it yet. They gotta call it something. And we're going to talk about looking at the plight of some of our young people today. Getting killed, doing the killing, doing the robbing, being robbed. We just, there is something. Education seems to be going down the tube, except for the magnet schools, the private schools. And what is the answer? What is the problem for some of these things? Well, we're going to try to take a deep behind the curtain look at some of these things. We're going to invite Pastor Willie Knight and another Pastor Miller, I think his name. They're going to try to provide some answers with guests coming out. I think it's for the time it's going to be the second Wednesday of the month, and we're going to, which will be this Wednesday. We are going to have that conversation. We'll invite young folks via the telephone to come up here and tell us what is the problem. I mean, you can't blame this on all of us, or maybe you can. Maybe you can blame it on this. Well, not my generation behind me. Yeah, because my generation still believes using the wood, okay, to get people's attention. And now we got people on the radio saying, "Ooh, don't spank them, because that just make them more mad." Okay, and what that mean? I mean, really, what does that mean? Just because they get mad, I don't care. But anyway, the generation behind me decided that, and the boards of education said, "Yeah, we don't want to spank nobody. We don't want to give them no discipline, because discipline make them mad." Okay, then. And now, how the lady put it? The superintendent. Okay, wait a minute. The kids are not scared of anybody. The teachers are scared of the parents. The superintendent is scared of the teachers, and the teachers are scared of everybody. And the only people in that scenario are not scared of the kids. So, and we're just trying to figure. We're trying to figure that out. We're just trying to figure how do we get in an upside down world. So now the animals are running the zoo, and we know if the animals are running the zoo, something ain't good about that. Well, we can talk about that other things. Uh, this month and things of that nature. And I forgot to give you the rest of my stuff here today. Um, but I forgot. 100. What happened here? Oh, in 2020, Iran struck back at the United States for killing Iran's top military commander, firing missiles into two Iraqi military bases, housing American troops. More than 100 U.S. service members were diagnosed with traumatic brain injury after the attack. And Iran braced for the counterattack. The country's Revolutionary Guard shot down an Ukrainian jetliner after apparently mistaking it for a missile. All 176 people on that plane were killed, including 82 Iranians and more than 50 Canadians. Whew. Will it ever stop? Let me tell you today. CBS Newsman Charles Osgood is 91 years old, believe it or not. Shirley Bassey is 87. Game show host Bob Eubanks is 86. Gospel singer Christy Lane is 84. R&B singer Jerome Anthony Bourdain, Little Anthony of the Imperials, is 83. Singer Juanita Tyler Motley of the Marvelettes is 80. Actor Catherine Noon is 79. Rock musician Bob Cragen, The Doors, is 78. Well, we getting old out there. And see, movie director John McTiernan is 73. Actor Harriet Sanson is 69. Actor Ron Cephas Jones is 67. And what else? What else? Okay. I asked you a question about the deer this morning. You're in the road, and the deer's coming, and you got two choices to make. Whether you swerve not to miss them, or do you hit them and take them home for like dinner? I think I'm gonna hit the time ground and take them home for dinner. And what actually came up, that there's a lady in California who was going down the road, and deer jumped out the road. She swerved and missed the deer on the backside of the mountain for like a week almost, and she looked at it. So there's some. I just white people even walking down mountains for no reason. Well, they were walking down this mountain and they found it. So she looked at that white in the hood, but she still be there. But I'm not walking them down no mountain with somebody paying me to do it. I'm just telling you, I mean, you doing all that walking. Kind of like, why do people climb mountains? Somebody tell me why. I mean, the mountain's not going anyplace. It's just going to be there. It'll be there long enough. You're not here. Why do people climb mountains? I don't know. I guess people do something to do. But anyway, she looked up because she was on a mountain that people were climbing up and down. Hey, what do we celebrate today? Argyle Day. I don't know exactly what that is, but that's what we do. Coming of Age Day, coming of age for what? I'm not sure. The Earth Rotation Day. That's good. That's good because if the Earth would rotate, we wouldn't be rotating either. National Fourth Graders Day. So if you happen to be in the fourth grade today, today is your day. So if you're in the dad's mom's car this morning and you're in the fourth grade, well, hey, congratulations to you. And again, National Bubble Bath Day. I don't do the bubble bath. Men don't do bubble bathing. If you do, you might want to check your credentials. Okay, so we don't do bubble bath. Right? And we don't. Men, okay, how can I say? Men should not use straws. We should not wear raincoats. Okay, and we shouldn't use bubble bath. Okay, and you shouldn't walk around telling you're going to get a pedicure. Okay, or manicure. Okay, real men don't do that. I'm just saying. But we certainly don't, okay, use bubble bath. Okay? I'm just saying. Matter of fact, it's only out of necessity we use deodorant. Or else we like to smell like a real man. National Clean Your Desk Day. All right? If you are a junky person and you just don't believe in cleaning your desk and stuff like that, today is the day to do it. Okay? National English Toffee Day. I don't really know what toffee is. I've heard about it, but I don't eat it. National Gluten Free Day. I don't want anything that's gluten free. Give me all the gluten I can get. National Do Adjourn Day. Don't know what that means, but if you do, have at it. National Men's Watches Day. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about here, and that's the LGBT thing. I don't know that. National Snuggle a Chicken. Now this one got me when I read about this one. Snuggle a chicken. The only place I want to put a chicken is on a fork. Okay, I don't know about snuggling with it or anything like that, but put them on a fork and yeah, and he takes I'll snuggle with him then, yeah, with some rice and gravy to go along with it. I'm just saying I don't snuggle a chicken there, but snuggle them all right with some grease. Anyway, National Winter Skin Relief Day. Okay, men, we don't care about winter skin. Makes you tough. Let's not be the worst. Okay. And show and tell at work day. Okay, be careful about this one. Be careful about this one. There's some show and tell you can do at work, you get fired for it. I'm just saying, you might not want to go there. Wiping day. Okay. And you can show your boss how good you can type. Don't ask me why you want to show him that. Maybe you can ask for a raise at the same time. War on Poverty Day. I think poverty is winning, especially with the Democrats in the White House. We didn't know we were in poverty until we went to the store the other day and tried to buy some light bulbs and some bacon and stuff like that. Now the people who thought they had money, they don't really have very much anymore. Okay, we need to get some Democrats out the White House, so maybe, just maybe, we could save some of our 401ks and the money that we got. Oh, we need to go get all that money out the bank and put it under the mattress. Okay, I'm just saying. At least if I'm not losing it, I still get it. All right. Now, anyway, so good morning to you. Hope this day finds everybody well. I like that though. I want to show and tell at work today. You got to keep an ear out for that and tell me, how that works out. But war on poverty, well, it's a war on other us. Now, before I get to my main subject today, somebody sent me a list the other day. Dr. Richardson, as a matter of fact, he posted this the other day, and I thought it was interesting and worth reading and reposting, and I did it on my Facebook page. The Earth population is approximately 7.8 billion people. For most people, that's a large number. However, if you count the world's 7 billion people, for 100% of the people, 11% of those people live in Europe. Only 5% of those people live in North America. 9% of those people live in South America. 15% of those people live in Africa. 60% of those people live in Asia. 49% of those people live in villages. 51% in cities. And 12% of those billions speak Chinese. 5% speak English. And 5% speak Spanish. And 3% speak Arabic. 3% speak Hindu. And 3% Belgadi. And 3% speak Portuguese. And only 2% speak Russian. Interesting. 2% of the people speak Japanese. 62% in their own language. 57% have housing. 23% have nowhere to live. 21% of those people eat in excess. 63 can eat as much as they want. Most of them are probably in America. 15% of the people are malnourished. The daily cost of living for 40% of those people is less than $2. 87% of those people have clean drinking water. 13% do not have clean drinking water or have access to a contaminated water source. 7% receive higher study. 93% of the people never went to college or a university. And 83% indeed. 17% of people are illiterate. It ain't all in Alabama. 33% are Christians. 22% are Muslims. 14% are Indians. 7% are Buddhists. 12% have no religious belief whatsoever. I don't know how you live with that, though. 26% say they live less than 14 years old. 66% of those have died between the ages of 15 and 60. 8% of the people are over 65 years of age. So if you have a place to stay, you eat healthy food, you drink water, clean water, have a mobile phone, you can travel on the internet, and you graduate from a college or university, you're in a small privileged group. Out of 100% of the world's people, only 8% can live to 65 years old. God be the glory. I made it to that group. If you're over 65 years old, be content and grateful. Seize life, seize the moments. You don't leave this world before you turn 65. Like 92% of the people who have died because of health, cherish every moment that you have left. And I hope you got something out of that because you see, there are a lot of things going wrong with people in the world of 7.8 billion people. And if you're listening to my voice this morning, that means you're not part of the group that things went all wrong for. And I think that's pretty good. And statistics are funny things. Yeah, good morning to you. Hope that they find you well. It is 7:21 in the morning. Now, something came up over the weekend that I didn't really know how to approach this subject, but I think it's time that somebody broaches it because it is my understanding that Montgomery Police Department is under some serious shortage of men, and not necessarily because of pay. Necessarily because of pay. Some have told me that there's a lack of confidence in the leadership of Montgomery Police Department for whatever reason. I've heard some of the reasons that I'm not at liberty to divulge here until I get complete confirmation of the stories that I have been given. But we're down, I believe we're down to under 300 officers. I think when Mayor Strange left, I think we had 400 and something officers. So why is our police department so bad off at the moment? Why is that? When we had the last, or at least before Gerald Albert got here, there was a woman police officer. And I got to tell you, out of all my travels and of all the places I've been, rarely have I heard of a female that was in charge of an organization that was paramilitary and predominantly male and doing a good job. I mean, she had the respect of her peers. She just had the respect of her, and she evidently was leading pretty good. Why the mayor took her and put somebody else in there, and it seems that our police department is going slowly but surely down. I don't know why you get that. Okay, I'm not. Sometimes they ain't who you know, I guess. But I think the mayor needs to actually answer that question. We had a woman that was, I'm anti-women most of the time anyway, unless I find one that's doing a good job, and then I'll shut up like I did with her. She seemed to be doing a good job, and even the men I talked to on the police department liked her. They said she was fair, she was tough and firm, but she was fair. Now, I know why other people said that he replaced her and said, I'm not sure if that's what I don't know. But it certainly seems, that our leadership in the Montgomery Police Department has put themselves in a situation that it is alleged, I'm not sure, it is alleged that possibly we might be getting a new chief. Now, if that is so, well, we'll see how that goes. But evidently, there is turmoil in Montgomery Police Department. And that's not a good sign. That's kind of like this Austin guy, General Austin. Let me give him due respect. Ends up in the hospital and don't nobody know for 5 days. You go lead him. And we in a we got Iranian crisis, we got the Ukrainian crisis, we got all these crises, and the guy who's in charge of our defense department is ended up in the hospital and nobody knows except a couple. Well, that's interesting. So anyway, I don't know if you guys have heard, but it seems to be that our Montgomery Police Department is on track for another police. I'm sure that is what's being told to me. I think somebody needs to, there has been a vote of no confidence. And when you get a vote of no confidence, yeah, you pretty much, you pretty much not there much longer than that, from what I understand. So if anybody knows anything about that, but that's one of those things that we don't say much about until it comes to the point where it's almost just unbearable. Okay, so I just asked the mayor if what is said, what is being said in the streets is true. It may be time for new leadership at the Montgomery Police Department. We're down officers about the wazoo. And so these kids out here around shooting people and things like that, but I don't really have to work with getting in no time soon because we're so short of people. And I don't think we're so short because of money. I think we're short because of leadership. And again, I've been a leader of men, not as many as the police department, but I've had a few in my duty station. And so I know that leadership's a tough job. And it's a tough job on a small scale, and it is certainly a tough job on a big scale. But anyway, so I can't divulge the things that I know that have gone on because I'm waiting to see what's going to happen at the head shed down there. But there is some issues at our Montgomery Police Department that need to be fixed, and need to be fixed yesterday. So maybe somebody out there can elaborate on what's going on. But all politics are local, and I don't really care who the president is, but I am concerned about who leads the district and its departments in Montgomery. Let's go. It's 7:27 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Taylor, yeah. I like it. Yeah, I don't think this has anything to do with killings. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although we never get the full story from any mayor. We never get it. We don't get it from any mayor. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, what if Right. But what if the complaints are true about leadership and nothing to do with color? What if the complaints are true? Well, see, that's what you, the old school heads think. It's all about color. And I don't believe so. I don't believe everything. You think young white guys today, do you really think young white guys today, 45 and below, really think about color? I don't. I don't. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's true. But what would color have to do? Wait a minute. What would color have to do with anything? I know about the old school. Sure, I knew back in the day. I had Richard Bailey on the show one time a few years ago. Richard said it is a fact that people 45 at that time, 45 and below, okay, didn't really care much. They did a study. Didn't really care about a person's race. I'm just, I just, yeah. Mm. All right. Well, is it? Could it be philosophy? We need men not by gender only, but by. Well, I can call my representative all the time. Yeah. Mm. All right. I ain't satisfied, but I got to take a break. We'll be back right after this. It's been too hard living,
Sponsored by
and I'm afraid to die. And I don't know what's up there.
Cigarettes. Well, she just
Beyond the
off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
This evening, tonight, and tomorrow morning, first alert weather day in effect because we'll have widespread rain that moves in late this afternoon. It rains all night, and there will be a band or a line of intense rain and thunderstorms that comes through tonight into tomorrow morning. Within this line, damaging winds and tornadoes are possible. Will also pick up today. It will be very windy tonight, windy again tomorrow. The rain ends by noon, and we're dry Wednesday and Thursday. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. No major problems or accidents have been reported that would send you on an alternate route. Latest information from the authorities directing traffic 3700 block of Fieldcrest Drive. That's there, Fieldcrest at McGee's. Keep your eyes open if you're heading in that direction. Thompson Tractor is here to help, and when you need parking service, you put it on your cat card. Stop by today and ask about their wicked crazy specials exclusively for cat card customers. Thompson Tractor, Highway 80, just off of I-85. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Are you going on an extended trip soon? No one likes to be stranded by the roadside. Get a free tire and brake inspection at Chico's Auto Pros and drive with confidence.
News Radio 1440 is everywhere you are. On the radio, online at newsradio1440.com, and on our app. You can also listen on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you will feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey y'all, this is Aaron Tippett. Being in the music business, traveling, working late, doesn't do great things for my routine. But I found that staying active and making time to work out helps keep my energy where it needs to be to perform my best. No matter what you do or where you are, make time to stay in shape. You'll feel better and have the energy you need to accomplish your goals. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, you are your child's first teacher. Like all students, kids will make mistakes. Your goal is to encourage the behavior you want to see. Set clear expectations, reward good behavior, and withdraw privileges when needed. What doesn't work is spanking. It only increases the risk your child will be aggressive. For more strategies on child behavior, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
Did you know that June is Men's Health Month?
Ladies, now is the time to encourage the men and boys in your life to make that doctor's appointment he's been putting off, or talk to the doctor about the symptoms he's been having. We're outliving men by 5 years. Let's change that by raising awareness this month on preventable health problems, early detection, and treatment of diseases that impact men and boys.
Men, it's time to talk to the younger generation and encourage healthy lifestyles. Exercise more, drink more water, and cut down on junk food. Let's set an example for our kids that will not only affect their lives, but the lives of their children. June is the perfect time to schedule your annual checkup and make those healthy lifestyle changes.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, we received a handwritten note which they delivered to our mailbox, letting us know how much they had enjoyed our dinner together, along with an article that we had discussed. You know, in today's high-tech, low-touch world, it's refreshing to get a thoughtful handwritten note once in a while. It's enough to inspire me to get started. To learn more, check us out at thekindnessrevolution.net.
Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently adheres live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Alrighty then, we're back. 860-1440 is the number here. I'm just telling what the word on the street is right now, and I get it from a pretty good source, as a matter of fact. But I'm not going to divulge my source. Even if you pull my fingernails out of my hand, I won't tell you. Let me see who was. Good morning. Thanks for holding. Yes, I'm doing fine. Okay. All right there, Mr. Ed. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think too much. Yeah, too much is put on. Actually, too much is put on emphasis on the race. I know there are people who don't like you because you're black, because you're white. I know that, but the majority of people. I had Doctor what's his name? He's a historian, and Bailey, and he said, listen, they did it. They did it from Vanderbilt University some years ago. Said, listen, people 50 years old and younger really don't really care about race that much, and so why do we keep bringing it up, holding on to it like it's a prize or something? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, and it is hard work. Exactly. Yeah. All right, all right, appreciate it. And again, that's it. And what we fail to recognize often in our communities, it's not color, it's philosophy. It's the things that make up the way you think. It's nothing with color. Unfortunately, we as a people often think that because it's kind of like that guy in the White House said that you can't be black if you don't vote Democrat. I mean, a white man telling you that you ain't black if you don't vote for him. Okay, then. How that works out? Let's know how that works out. How does that work out for us? Y'all did vote for him. How did that work? How did that work out? Uh, so it's philosophy though. It's the things that make up the way you think. You know, a human being is the only species on God's green earth, the only one that can change their situation by changing their attitude. We're the only species on the planet that can do that. And somebody has hid that from a lot of our young folks. Okay? I mean, you wonder why we have young people killing each other on camera in the day, in the early daylight, in the midst of the morning and the afternoon. Well, hell, they're not really afraid of anybody. They think this is a video game. You shoot them, and tomorrow you'll see them at work. What is going on now? And here's something else I have to ask, and I'm not getting on them. I'm not really getting on them because maybe they're doing the best they can do. But I do believe that when the OVP came on board and the mayor signed that $250,000 on the budget, that I think I did say we already had an OVP. It's called the MPD, and they can't stop people from killing each other either. So, what is the? And listen, I'm not saying they're not doing anything. I'm not saying but it's way beyond coming up with another government program. Way beyond that, because evidently the crooks don't remember about OVP. Hell, they don't care about MPD. So there must be something else missing. And the biggest problem is missing in our community is discipline and education. And you have to have both of them synchronized to understand the only way to be successful in this life is to be disciplined and take advantage of whatever educational resources that you have. And we keep changing names of schools. We keep asking people for more money. And education is the only thing that seems to go down, except, of course, the magnet schools and the schools that we set apart from everybody else. And in those schools, what is the big difference? It is discipline and order. Okay, I'm just saying. Matter of fact, there's some rumors that our Melvin might be leaving. I don't know. I just heard that's just what I heard. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. But but let's talk about it for a second. Listen. I don't have a problem with somebody being dispatched to assist the mayor or whatever it's family. Mhm. Well, they got people out. They got they got the Olympic team out there training. What, did they lie? The guy I saw in the kayak wasn't out there. So where was he at? Well, tell me if that wasn't wait a minute if that wasn't well, okay. You got well. I tell you what I got to take my last break. I'm gonna let you call back in the next hour and tell us what your this day. Hey, I gotta go. I ain't kissing nobody, but I ain't making no money off them folks. Well, if I'm butt kissing, it's because I want to kiss butt, not because somebody told me to. I gotta go. We'll be back right after this.
SFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Can't wait weeks for your tax refund? Then don't. At Jackson Hewitt, get money today if you're approved for a no-fee refund advance loan on a prepaid card. Book today at jacksonhewitt.com. No-fee refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
This evening, tonight, and tomorrow morning, first alert weather day in effect because we'll have widespread rain that moves in late this afternoon. It rains all night, and there will be a band or a line of intense rain and thunderstorms that comes through tonight into tomorrow morning. Within this line, damaging winds and tornadoes are possible, especially in South Alabama. The wind will also pick up today. It will be very windy tonight, windy again tomorrow. The rain ends by noon, and we're dry Wednesday and Thursday.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now we're looking good. Nothing's been reported recently that would send you on an alternate route. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Heavy traffic backed up southbound on the Northeast Boulevard at Lagoon Park, so be prepared for that. The Front Porch Grill, it's all about good food, friends, and family. Slow life down just a little and enjoy a great meal. Front Porch Grill, next to Food Outlet on Highway 14 in Millbrook. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? And did you know there's a good chance it's just hormones? Hi, I'm Evan Bass, founder of Montgomery Men's Health, and I started this clinic to take care of men. If your testosterone is low, then motivation, energy, and drive often follow too. and keeping resolutions can feel like walking through mud. Even more so as we age, these things tend to get worse if untreated. Guys, you're not alone. Your urologist-led support team at Montgomery Men's Health has your back. For years, we've effectively treated ED and low T comprehensively and with proven treatments dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and by this afternoon, you'll leave with a plan that's designed to be sustainable for life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 334-440-3663 or go to montgomerymenshealth.com. montgomerymenshealth.com.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible. So Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Bedtime is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed her teeth, read a book together, or talk a little about your day, and of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep habits. Relationships matter. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
All right, then. We are back. Good morning to you. It's at 7:55 in the morning, 2 minutes left. Like I said, take one call, and then we'll talk a little more on the other side of the hour. Good morning. No, well, do that next hour, because I ain't got enough time for you now. Let's call back next hour. You're going to be wrong again, but other stuff. Right now, I don't have the time. I only got 3 minutes left. You know, go on for a while. The Alabama National Guard, of course, gets a new general. Major General Cheryl Gordon is retiring after 40-year military service. What do you call a female general? Man, I'm just saying. That's what you do. See, I'm not anti-women. Not ranking like we're good. Congratulations to the general for taking our national. Well, we didn't hear anything bad about it, so we did a good job. And our National Guard, who for the last 20 years or so have been involved in from a desert storm to Iraqi freedom to all the desert storm, whatever the name of these operations that we have. Alabama National Guard has been right there in the center front, and so that means having the National Guard, our Army National Guard, and Air National Guard a bunch of people who are dedicated to the cause and know their job. 40 years ago, when you were in the National Guard, it was just a full-time job. And you somehow obliged, took your obligation, fulfilled your obligation to put some time in the military, and most of the time you just had a good time. Except the guy who chased me around the motorcycle with my was up to that. But anyway, so that means we can do that under good leadership, and evidently, our National Guard is standing tall. We want to thank all of them. I had the opportunity to go out there. First sergeant a couple times, sergeant major for the time. They have sergeant major, they got a chief master sergeant. I think whatever the highest E9 is in the Air Force, that's the E2RT out there. So we'd like to go see those guys sometime. So love to talk to them. And so the Alabama National Guard now is under the leadership of Brigadier General David Pritchett. Okay. And so he's the new commander of Alabama National Guard. I reach out to him, so he's going to come on the air and tell us about the mission of the Alabama National Guard, things of that nature, before he gets too ensconced in there and the politics of it all. Make your gender alter regardless of your gender. It's a fantastic thing, she said. And I tend to forget that I'm a female because I have the mindset of a soldier. And that's right. It ain't about females and males unless you make it about you. It's about whether or not you have the ability to lead. A bunch of guys, or guys anyway. Brigadier General David Pritchett is the new commander of the Alabama National Guard. Pritchett said the Alabama National Guard is at over 100% strength. He wants to continue to recruit new members and expand the infrastructure to accommodate current members. Now we go. Yeah. I will put on a uniform. Oh, I gotta go. Never mind. That. I like that uniform though.
Good morning, I'm Charles Williams with that News. Montgomery police arrested 2 people in the second shooting that happened in the parking lot of East Parkway. 19-year-old Naisha Townsend and 23-year-old Jordan Waters are each charged with capital murder. Police say this is a deadly domestic dispute. The victim is 21-year-old Larry Wright Jr. Classes and extracurricular activities at Eufaula City Schools are canceled today after the shooting death of a 15-year-old student. Next Monday marks what would have been Martin Luther King Jr.'s 90th birthday. Here to celebrate 57 events in honor of him. Great. 15th at 10 a.m. in downtown. Williams or
WLWIAM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 HP3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Just as parts of the Northeast dig out from under more than a foot of snow, the Weather Service has issued an advisory today warning of ferocious conditions from the Southwest to the upper Midwest and beyond. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
Blizzard warnings, winter storm warnings, as well as winter weather advisories are in effect for areas from New Mexico clear on up into Minnesota and across over towards the Great Lakes.
Frank says the system could blow into New England, compounding treacherous driving conditions there right now. More than 1,000 delays and cancellations at airports in the U.S. today. Some are because of that Alaska Airlines flight that lost a big chunk of fuselage after it took off from the airport in Portland, Oregon. The incident grounded dozens of Boeing 737 MAX 9s. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve says there may have been signs of a problem.
On 3 occasions in the month leading up to Friday's incident, Alaska Airlines pilots received a pressurization warning in that airplane. They reported it. It was checked out.
No one was seriously injured Friday. The NTSB says it will investigate a plug from the blown-out door that a school teacher found in his backyard near Portland. Russia launched another heavy wave of air attacks against Ukraine overnight. Correspondent Cammie McCormick reports.
In places like Kharkiv, rescuers work to find survivors under the rubble. Russia launched a barrage of hypersonic and cruise missiles against Ukrainian targets. It's now aiming at Ukraine's defense industry, but the barrages have repeatedly hit civilian areas, including the latest strikes, which hit housing and a shopping mall. An Israeli airstrike on an SUV in southern Lebanon has killed an elite Hezbollah leader. He's believed to be the most senior militant in the group killed since Hamas' October 7th attack in southern Israel. Here in the U.S., a leader going into movie award season. CBS's Matt Piper.
Oppenheimer dominates at the Golden Globes on CBS. It won for Best Drama Movie and earned Christopher Nolan a Best Director award. Its star Cillian Murphy won Best Actor.
One of the most beautiful and wonderful things about being an actor is that you can't do it on your own. Elliot Jones, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Gary Oldman, thank you for carrying me and holding me through this movie.
Early this morning at Cape Canaveral, liftoff of the first United Launch Alliance rocket rocket. The U.S. launching its first spacecraft to the moon in more than 50 years. Part of NASA's plans to return humans to the lunar surface. All goes well, it'll touch down there February 23rd. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. If you haven't switched to Medishare, you have two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It just makes sense to say, okay, what do I actually save? You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medishare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in. That's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want the money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been a gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works. The members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number, 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE, 877-26-BIBLE.
Heavy storms are still lashing parts of Australia amid major rescue operations.
Now, the southern state of Victoria is under threat.
It has impacted on a number of communities.
Leaders, you see, around hundreds have been told to evacuate as rain took over their properties. Sadly, it's not a new concept. These were all properties that were affected during a 2022 flood, and that's just to the north of the capital city, Melbourne. The flooding rain expected for days. To CBS News, Canberra, Australia.
Keeping an eye out for jaguars in southern Arizona. There's been another sighting. Wildlife officials say this was a new variety, joining at least 7 other different types spotted in the Southwest since 1996. It was documented by a wildlife videographer in the mountains near Tucson. Jaguars placed on the U.S. endangered species list in 1997, then taken off a year later. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
You look like someone is this year. Prepare your family for commentators on bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline. Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's the Pure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228, 888-509-2228. Agency, Northern North Carolina. Licensed developer, performance that every consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision.
The battlefield is the same. America's never leave ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home
scratch of war. You can scratch a physical wound. Wounded Warrior Project. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
I'm telling you like it really is. It's the Ben Cugino Show. Days from 11 to 2. It's radio for 3:30.
Ready. Okay, good morning, and good morning again. I was trying to call my good friend Doug Singleton, but I can't seem to get it in my other phone. And let him tell my good friend Curmudgeon there that there are some folks out there. I expect to hear from him any time now, but that's okay. That man just can't stand good music and all the tea in town. He just don't like nobody. I'm trying to figure out why I ain't never heard about suicide from him lately. You can't like yourself. I mean, you don't like nobody. Woo! It's 1440 is our number. If you want to give us 29. All right, this must be you. So go ahead. Go for it. Okay, that's only one. Let you go. Okay. I don't. That's not my business. I don't know. Don't care. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. But I do. I know they got arrested. Okay, but things change. Okay, I had a business and okay. Well, I saw the other day in the newspaper they were out there. Yeah. No, wait a minute. No, because my time is worth more than lunch. No, that's not worth my time. Yeah. I don't think anybody expect. Yeah, but I don't. I don't think. Yeah. I don't believe. Show me a business in its first. Wait. Show me a business that initially opens up that makes a profit. Just, just, yeah, no. Let me ask you. Have you ever had a business? Wait. Have you ever had a business? Wait. Answer my question now. Have you ever ran a business? Have you ever ran a business? No, I said, have you ever ran a business? I know, but I mean, like, have you ever ran a business though? Tell me, have you ever ran one? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I just love when people tell people about business who never had one, never put your name on the rental list of the property, never signed the front of the check as opposed to the back of the check. Listen, I don't think anybody expected Whitewater to on the second day of opening, even the second month or the sixth or ninth one being open, was going to generate all this money. But the potential is there. I'm sick and tired of hearing about race and color all the time. Give us something for people to come to Montgomery to talk about, to tell us how bad white folks were and how bad black folks were. I mean, my Lord, aren't we glad to have something come to this town besides that? I mean, listen, we got the lynching museum. How bad what black white folks used to do. Now we're gonna add on to that. No problem. Mr. Stevenson has done a wonderful job with that. And once I went over there, I found it to be an interesting place. But I'm sorry if that's the only reason that we want people to come so we can languish in the misery of the past. You know, it was a terrible thing to happen in Montgomery, Alabama. Not just Montgomery. We had an Abraham Lincoln last week. Not just Montgomery. A lot of places in America, terrible things happen. Okay, I'm here to report this morning, though. And it may be still some terrible things happening, but not as it was back in those days. So again, when you ran a business, when you put your name on a contract, when you have signed the business commercial lease on businesses and things of that nature, and you're obligated to pay them whether you make any money or not. I had 3 places in Montgomery that I ran a business from. Okay. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling sitting there with nobody coming in and you still got to pay the guy his rent. You know, I know the feeling. Yeah, I know the feeling when you got to pay a guy who's working for you when you ain't made it, when you haven't made a dime. I know the feeling. You know, but you got to take your chance. Anyway, not one. 860-1440 number. You want to give a call? Thank you for coming tonight. Well, we're talking about the Montgomery Police Department and why it is that we can't see, and I don't think it's money anymore. It's not money. I don't think it's money. You know, I think we have, according to what I'm hearing from some police officers, there's some issues in leadership in the Montgomery Police Department. It's just it. And something else that came on my radar this weekend. I didn't realize that we actually had a member on our city council who actually worked for the Department of Corrections. Now she's not way up there, captain or whatever out there, from what I understand. But you know, and it seems, according to the word I got, it seems that she not a very nice person out there. For what I gathered, and you know, sometimes getting elected to office gives you a big head. And you know, hey, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm only saying that's what it is. That some well placed individuals got to me this weekend and told me the story. Good morning. Yes. So yeah, yeah. I think he thinks you write them all. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can. Yeah, all you can do is give him some time to get that manure off his brain in the morning, and we keep on moving. Yeah. Well, congratulations on that. So I saw that. I said, "Wow, okay. Well, at least we're beginning to." And then, and the more it steps out there, the more we keep it up. Hopefully, we do keep it up and everything. I think we'll get more people here. It just don't. It takes a minute. So, mhm, yeah, yeah. I know they were. Yeah, I don't know, but they probably asked me to go to Popeye sometime to chicken. Hey, appreciate the call, Commissioner. All right, appreciate it. Let me take one more here. Good morning. Who's this? All righty then. That we will do. 8:19 in the morning, right here on News Radio 1440. So Whitewater, it's beginning. It's just beginning to to make the quality of life in Montgomery better. Okay, we just gotta have people coming for a reason other than color. I'm just sick of hearing about it. Okay. We'll be back. Next Monday. Yeah, oh yeah. But I lost 10 days last year that I didn't take. So I decided I'm gonna take a summer recess and I'm gonna take a winter recess if I'm alive. Since I have to be in like the small percentage of people get to this age, yeah, I might as well start taking advantage of some of that time. Anyway, so let's take a break and we'll be back uno momento.
Your needs and lifestyle. Larry's been customizing insurance since 1988. Call Live Oak Insurance, Main Street in Millbrook, 285-2881. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Is your vehicle overdue for a much-needed oil change? How long have you been driving around with your service light on? Visit the car doctors at Chico's Auto Pros for all your routine maintenance.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute. We've got some insight into Joe's very, very busy schedule. Looks like Joe Biden's work schedule is lighter than we thought. Joe Biden now facing a potential public relations disaster because Republicans found that the 80-year-old Democrat had nothing on his public schedule for 13 days in a row. I mean, Linda, I got my long vacation of the year, and it went like that. In a blink of an eye, it's gone. I'm energized, ready to go. It's the presidential election year. It's going to be a roller coaster emotionally for everybody, and I'm back to work. These people are off more than they ever were. Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9862. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9862. That's 800-575-9862. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We're all juggling life, a career, and trying to build a little bit of wealth. The Brown Ambition podcast with host Mandy and Tiffany, the budgetista, can help.
When it comes to financial stuff, gather friends, confidants as you go along who are on the same path as you, because family is amazing, but family doesn't always understand the journey that we're on because they have their separate journeys. So I just feel like the more voices you have, whether it's ours from listening to the podcast, we can be like your big sister friends.
Brown Ambition,
wherever you listen.
Between global jihad, China, Russia, and our southern border, we are in for a long and protracted battle. You need to prepare for the worst. Protect your home, protect your family, and protect your investments. It's time to reach out to the Oxford Gold Group. They make it simple for whether you are buying more gold, diversifying your 401k, or buying gold for the first time. Call 833-995-GOLD or visit jessekellygold.com. That's jessekellygold.com.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
It's time you experience a difference when it comes to buying tires. No pressure sales, no gimmicks, and no special promotions where you have to write a book to get a mere $50 back in 6 months. At Chico's Auto Pros, you'll experience certified auto and tire technicians who strive to always recommend the best value tires for your car or truck. At Chico's Auto Pros, safety, performance, and budget come together to make up the best straightforward tire recommendation for you. Stop by today and tell our team you want to talk tires, and we'll do just that. Shop Chico's Auto Pros.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
I can also say that I do believe there's going to be some significant changes in leadership in Montgomery. It is too much stuff. You know what it's like when you look at an ocean and you see the calmness of the waters. It almost looks glassy. But what you don't see is the shark underneath the water eating the other little sharks, eating the other little fish up. Although the top looks good, it looks good. But okay, I want to take this opportunity to thank the Lacey Boyd and William Boyd for putting on a great thing last Monday, the first of the year. Really, it was a great opportunity to once again show people that things can be done in Montgomery, and they did. I don't know how long that was, 19 years or so, and it's gotten better and better and better. It's like anything else. You do it enough times, you do it enough times, you do it enough times, it becomes better every time. Like me, the other day I was sitting there, I said, maybe the dementia thing is kicking in, because I was sitting there trying to figure out how to tie my tie. And I'm tied a tie. I tied my tie, of course, the real mama should. I could tie it on my own neck, but I couldn't tie it on his. But I went to Facebook, and they had a way to tie without putting it on your neck. I just got to pay attention that one more time and figure it out. Hey, everybody's going to do everything. So evidently, Mr. Curmudgeon, they are planning on practicing out there. They've been out there, because I saw them the other day. I mean, I saw them in the newspaper the other day. I didn't go out there, me and water. I mean, I was on an aircraft carrier one time. After I get off, he said, "There's only one way off, brother." And so I stayed on. I mean, me and water just don't, we don't water too much. And something our station is Pearl Harbor. Well, actually, it's Fort Island on the other side of Pearl for a while out there. And it's a unit out there called Fifth Trans. I was on a boat and believe it or not, the guy who don't like water was on Pearl Harbor on the other side of Pearl Harbor and working on a boat. What kind of stuff was that? Good morning on there. Not much. What's up? Mm-hmm. I did not say that. I did not say that. I said people that age could care less about race. Right, right. They don't. They don't. Now that's what Richard Bailey told me, who's a historian. But it's here, bro. It's here. Now you keep bringing it up. Yeah. You okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. You weren't either. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And now you know for sure. Wait a minute. You know for sure that was. Wait. Yeah. Okay. But wait a minute. Again. Wait a minute. So what do you call it when black folks say you go back to the project? Wait a minute. It ain't racism. It's ignorance. It ain't racism. Black folks say you go back to the project. Black folks say you go back to the project. Mm-hmm. And what happened when black folks seem to go back to the project? That's true. So it ain't about color. I don't care what people say. Listen, and I've told folks to go back to the project with that noise. Huh? Not that. Wait a minute. Okay, listen. I just, okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait. Just let me try to put some reason and logic into this. Now, I hear what you're saying. Let me ask you a question. We entertain our people in America with some of the most trashy, some of the most condescending lyrics we can ever have. We talk about our women. We talk about killing. Wait. I ain't talking about white kids. I'm talking about black kids. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. 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 Kids are kids, right? Kids are kids regardless of color. Really, do you think that? Do you think that's wait a minute? Do you think that's racism, or do you just think that's arrogance? I think it's arrogance. And and we got listen, we got black folks that act the same way. We got black folks that act the same way. So to black folks. Okay, and I never said that it was, except there is, except for the expectation of excellence and the racism of low expectation. If there's anything, I don't care about all them stories. But I don't care about the. I'm not taking. Listen, I'm not paying for those kids to go to private school. They parents are. So whatever. Let them do it right on. Maybe my son will get a job or whatever else. I don't care. Anyway, see you later. If they parents know they pop their fields and doing all that stuff, and they still pay all that money for them to go to private school, right on. Let's keep them over there and not go play that. Good morning. Somebody pays for everything in the book. You know. Whew. No. Anyway, yeah, my friend. I did get a letter the other day, something about stuff going on at our church. I'm just going to share it with you. And again, this is not true. This is not. I mean, but somebody wrote it and put it out in the public, and I put it on Facebook and stuff like that. And this is where it came. This is where all this comes from. Somebody at the police department don't like what's going on. We'll be back. That's right. The money's really guaranteed. And each year, no fee refund at that time. Which is just because of that.
breathing in. It soaks up the dirty air and then right, and it's clean air for us. Ooh, what? Yep. But the forest was more than give us clean air and water. It was shade for us to eat, birds to listen to, and food supply. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know what food the forest could do. Hey, this one's forest of gold.
Visit the forest today. Enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find more on you, go to the forest.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong. Because without strength, you lose strength. Together, we will rise above heart.
Prevent, improve, reduce, but rise above your child. My name is Tom Clinton.
And my name is Cindy Gordon. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We decided to volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
United Way is how we contribute. Because we know our time and money are going to the right places.
Every month, we get it money, so we do the right things on retirement. We thought this would be important. We volunteer at our community free health clinic. We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Yes, advocate, volunteer, living room, living.org, brought to you by United Way and Hospital. This is the Mothers Got Paris, encouraging you to take the purple thing and to put 7 million people better love in living the Alzheimer's disease.
The number of Americans living with Alzheimer's is growing at a rate. 10% of people over the age of 65 have the disease, and 2/3 of them are women. New research is making it possible to detect Alzheimer's disease and provide an accurate diagnosis earlier than ever before. This has been brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and the station.
The voice of the concern. On News Radio 1440 and
And good morning again, 8:40 in the morning. Now, I have a letter here. And again, I'm going to take it as if I was a general in Saving Private Ryan. He went to the desk and I have a letter here. I have a letter. This letter has been addressed to WFPA, ATV, and WAKA. Subject: police scandal involving the Chief Daryl E. Albert. To all media outlets, state and federal oversight officials, elected and non-elected public. This letter is to bring awareness of the recent findings of the chief of police of the Montgomery Police Department, Chief Daryl E. Albert. We as officers cannot stand by and allow the chief ever to continue to tear down our agency. He has failed the department, all while helping himself. Chief Albert is said to have, again, these are alleged, several internal policy violations against him, which to include truthfulness at all times, evidence tampering, and inappropriate behaviors. Chief Albert is still allowed to show up to work each day as if nothing is going on. Officers who have resigned and retired at an alarming rate, and Chief Albert shows no concern for the officers who remain present and take its abuse. 3 officers were recently ambushed by an armed suspect, and we now feel unsafe because we no longer have an adequate manpower to provide immediate backup. Chief Albert has surrounded himself with his second and third command, who only carry out his marching orders without any remorse. They enable his wrongdoing in many ways, mostly by not standing up to him and not reporting him. He takes his second command out of town with him often, and no telling what they do when no one is watching. They both drive around in expensive high country SUVs, and we all have a hot seat, raggedy, unsafe patrol vehicle. That's what sort of every day. We have created division and profess their allegiance to his corrupt and unfair behavior. Chief Barnes and Major Colvin aren't any better. They know he is wrong, but have too much to lose for themselves to report him. Chief Barnes got her husband promoted to captain, and he serves as Major Reed's personal bodyguard. I mean, and that has no cap on his overtime. He makes a ton of money running the bodyguard unit that protects Mayor Reed, and his unit runs personal errands for the mayor's family. Let it be. Let it be. Listen, I don't have a problem with the mayor having use of public servants. After all, he is the mayor, and as long as he's not enriching himself off of that, I really don't have a problem with it. We all see this while parked in the we all see while parked at the mayor's house around the clock. Well, it is what it is. Mayor Coleman, as chief Albert's personal VIP, well, just look at any email he sends out. She has VIP in her title. VIP. Their relationship is indestructible. Trust has been lost with all the chiefs he appointed at the Department of City Investigation. They don't have the courage to report him, and many are assisting him in this cover-up. There's Stephen Reed refuses to do the right thing and remove Chief Gerald Abbott. Abbott has proven to be corrupt, according to the letter, unprofessional, and is not here for the best interest of the citizens of Montgomery or the officers within the department. It is rumored, and this is just a rumor, that the mayor and chief are related, so we expect another cover-up. I don't think that's true. Albert is incapable of effectively leading and has violated policies and procedures. Again, this is just a letter that went out to WSFA and to WAKA. We are pleading with the FOP and the PDA to investigate the toxic work environment that has created in the environment at MPD. Chief Billy was humiliated and fired for less serious allegations under Mayor Reed's administration. A lot of officers call off from work routinely, and we need them to back us up. Chief Albert is continually running officers away. This needs to change, and there won't be officers to park at the mayor's house all day long. He is grocery shopping or drive his kids to school. We deserve better leadership than this corrupt, arrogant, self-serving chief. Again, these are letters that are publicly posted and sent to SSA and WAKA. It is with great hope that this letter provides insight into the problems in the department. We need outside help to restore morale and hire more officers. Everybody is leaving to get away from this place. We need people to stay. The hope is that all media outlets cover this disturbing story and uncover the truth. Chief Albert just fired an employee that made some serious allegations against him. So now everyone is intimidated by him. Chief Gerald Abbott needs to be removed if the rumors are true. Please help us here. We just want to come to work and serve our community. Now that letter is on. It's on Facebook, and I won't tell you who wrote it, but I will tell you they sent it to the producer at Great TV, WSFA, and news at WAKA.com. So there seems to be, I don't know if these allegations are true or not, but it seems to be certainly a morale problem at the Montgomery Police Department. Good morning on air. Good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, evidently, when people get to the point that they're willing to say these things publicly and write them down and send them to major TV stations, radio stations, but I'm on the there's something going on with it. And in the military, we have if we have people that can no longer have the trust and the confidence of the subordinates. Normally, the first sergeant unit got get rid of him. The tank commander get rid of him. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, a colonel in Air Force Base, he walked away too, but he couldn't deal with things. So I don't know. Again, I've been hearing this all weekend long, and a couple other things that I'm not privileged to talk. If the people who are charged with protecting our property and indirectly protecting the city also have a lack of confidence in their leadership, yeah, suppose or if it's only in their mind that this affects every citizen in Montgomery. Because it's like having soldiers in the military who don't know if they want to fight or not. Yeah, I did, but when things are going on, it just ain't. Yes, I don't saga. So anyway, that is a letter that's circling the internet and has been delivered to WSFA and WAA. So we see what comes of this. Good morning on air. Morning. I guess it's out there. As long as it's true, I don't have a problem with it as long as it's true. Mm-hmm.
And the history is there. What happened in New Orleans?
Mm-hmm. Well, all I can say, when you lose the trust of the people who work underneath you, you have a problem. And anybody who's willing to go to the media and put this out, and it's all on Facebook, then there's a problem. Because most of us, we may disagree with our boss, but we're not gonna write it down. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I hear you. And this is not, again, this is like the ocean that looks like it's calm on the top. It's not so calm underneath the water. So we got some things going underneath the water in Montgomery, and somebody needs to take a peek down there and see what's going on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, again, it's not my job to determine whether or not the information is true or not. It is alleged, and again, and I got to tell you, had this not been written and sent to people, I probably wouldn't have said. But if they got the if they have the gravitas to make sure that this gets out to people, then hey, I mean, I'm broke anyway, so all I can do is anyway, so much for that. I mean, listen, what's the name of our station? Hot news and burning issue. And this is a burning issue for the city of Montgomery. Okay? Is that the reason why we got kids all these time murders and stuff that nobody cared at the police department? Because they got their own problems. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Mhm. And one of the reasons why we still got the same complaint with different people, nobody changes the system. It's the same system. Right. Yeah. Well, we have a new head of the Montgomery City Council. Let's see what he initiates. Yeah. Well, we gonna see. Yeah. 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 Oh well, hey, appreciate it. And again, it's a letter that has been sent out to TV stations and on Facebook. So I guess put it out there. Hot news and burning issues. Somebody thinks it's true. What's going on? Good morning, 8:54 in the morning. Yes.
Hey, godchildren, it's time to panic. It's time to pray. And I hope the first many people that you got with the street, you're praying for me. Okay?
Okay, appreciate it. I don't know if the allegations are true or not, but they have been made. Not true, not Anyway, at 8:54 in the morning, what else? What else? Again, Lord Austin, who was the Secretary of Defense, been in the hospital for a week. Nobody knew. I don't even think the White House knew. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. That is truly, truly crazy. The guy in charge of our defense is laying up in the hospital, and hardly nobody knows. Good morning there. Yeah. Appreciate your call. But anyway, senior Biden administration top Pentagon officials and members of Congress were unaware for days that Defense Secretary Lord Austin, Former General Lord Austin, had been hospitalized since Monday. A U.S. official said Saturday as questions swirled about the condition and the secrecy surrounding. That's dangerous stuff. 8:55 in the morning. Who's this? I hear you. I got you. All right then. We were right along to another stuff that I found over the weekend. Wow. That is serious right there, though. That's serious. The guy's in charge of your defense. And don't forget, MLK Day's coming up. Tell you a little bit about that tomorrow. Some of the things that are going on. This stage, of course, stepping into power, young people's town hall. I'd like to see a young folks get to, I don't know if they got enough sense to say much of anything, but who knows? We will see. Okay. First of all, let's just say get rid of all rap music. Okay, if the first young person that tells me that, I'm gonna buy them lunch. Get rid of rap music. Reverend Rose McCall has wrote another editorial in Montgomery. Immigrants made America great, so why the scramble to keep them out? The fact that she has to ask that question means we need to have a conversation. Good morning, you're there. Yes. Well, they said he was in the hospital in ICU. Well, then they say, well, yeah. Okay, and then they didn't say what was wrong with him. Okay, Reverend Rose McCall, come to send it to the microphone. If you can't figure this one out, I'm going to help you. Really, I am. I'm going to. Yeah. Also, last week, Ellen McNair became the first woman to lead Alabama Department of Commerce. Does being a woman really matter? Seriously, why can't we just say Ellen McNair is sworn in to lead Alabama Department of Commerce? Really, stop making a deal about race and sex. Okay, then she do the job. That's all we want to know. They don't figure out what they're doing anyway. And also, 14-year-old last week in Mexico court for capital murder charge in Montana. And of course, the people in the people in the whatever I got that. And this medical cannabis thing, this is becoming ridiculous. We can't seem to get people like I don't like gotta go. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Get Lord says the same. And you guys hang loose. Good morning.